Your smartwatch is not making you fitter. It's making you stressed with a very expensive wrist calculator. One day it's like, congratulations, you burned 612 calories. The next day it's like, your readiness is low. Your sleep was poor. Your body is failing. And you're standing there thinking, bro, I just walked to the fridge. Here's the truth. Your watch can be one of the best tools for getting leaner, stronger, and more conditioned if you stop using it like a guilt machine and start using it like a coach. Today, I'm going to give you the only system you need. 3 metrics that actually matter, not 27 dashboards. Not a score that changes because you had 1 extra coffee and blinked too aggressively. 3 metrics. And if you track these 3 consistently, you'll stop doing random stuff and finally start seeing change. But first, let me clear up the biggest trap. Most people use a smartwatch like this. They stare at calories burned like it's a bank account. They chase rings like a dog chasing a laser pointer. They do random workouts just to close the circle, and then wonder why they still look the same 30 days later. Because the watch is giving you data, but you don't have a system. And data without a system is just noise. Also, quick myth busts so you don't get played by your own wrist. Myth number 1, the calorie burn on your watch is exact. Nope, it's an estimate. It can be useful for trends, but it's not a lab measurement. Treat it like a rough guide, not a truth oracle. Myth number 2, closing your rings means you're progressing. Not necessarily. You can close rings while sleeping 5 hours, barely moving the rest of the day, and eating like a raccoon who found an all-you-can-eat buffet behind a gas station. Myth number 3, your watch says you're not recovered, so you should do nothing. Listen, your watch is a tool. You are the coach. Don't hand your decision-making to a wrist gadget like it's your new boss. Here's the rule. We're not trying to become professional biohackers. We're using the watch for what it's actually good at: tracking repeatable behaviors that change your body. So, let's get into the 3 metrics. Metric number 1, steps. If your daily steps are low, your body is basically living in lazy mode. And I'm not insulting you. I'm describing modern life. You sit, you drive, you work, you sit again, and then you do one heroic workout. And your watch is like, amazing. Meanwhile, the other 23 hours of the day, nothing. Steps fix that. Steps are the baseline that make fat loss and conditioning easier because they increase your daily movement without wrecking your recovery. They're consistent, they're low impact, and they stack up day after day without you needing to enter beast mode and hate your life. Here's the target. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Now, if you're currently at 2,000 or 3,000, don't try to jump to 10,000 tomorrow. That's how people quit. That's like trying to bench 2 plates because you watched a motivational edit with dramatic music. Start where you are. Add 2,000 steps per day this week. 2,000 steps is basically 2 10-minute walks. That's it. That's the whole secret. Then, once that feels normal, add another 2,000. You climb the ladder. And let me make this even easier, because I already know what you're thinking. I don't have time. You don't need more time, you need a better setup. Here are a few ways normal humans hit step goals without turning their life into a hiking documentary. Take a 10-minute walk after 1 meal. Just 1. Park a little farther away like your car owes you money. Take phone calls while walking. If you watch videos at night, walk during it. Treadmill scroll is a real thing. The internet will still be there. Your steps won't magically appear. The point is not to find motivation. The point is to make steps automatic. Because when steps are automatic, fat loss stops feeling like a daily fight. Metric number 2. Sleep consistency. Not perfect sleep. Not 8 hours every night or your muscles evaporate. Consistency. Most people don't have a sleep problem. They have a schedule whiplash problem. One night, they go to bed at 11:30. The next night, it's 2:47 because one more episode. And suddenly, they're watching the behind-the-scenes documentary about the documentary. Then they wake up and try to train like a superhero. And their watch is screaming at them. Honestly, for once, it has a point. Here's the metric. Pick a bedtime and a wake time you can hit most days, and keep it within a 60-minute window. That's it. If your bedtime is 11:30, your window is 10:30 to 12:30. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Because consistency stabilizes your energy, your hunger, your recovery, and your performance. And performance is what builds the body you want. If you want one simple cheat code, set a shutdown alarm 45 minutes before bed. Not a bedtime alarm, a shutdown alarm. Because bedtime is not a switch, it's a landing sequence. You need time to power down, get off bright screens, and stop feeding your brain stimulation like it's a starving gremlin. And if your watch gives you a sleep score, cool. Use it, but don't let it ruin your morning. Treat it like a weather report. If the forecast says rain, you bring an umbrella. You don't cancel your entire personality. Bad sleep score doesn't mean do nothing. It means be a little smarter. Maybe today you don't max out. Maybe today you focus on technique. Maybe you keep intensity reasonable. You still show up. You just don't drive your car at 200 miles per hour in a thunderstorm. Now, metric number 3. Easy cardio minutes. A lot of people call this Zone 2, and the internet has turned Zone 2 into a personality trait. People will argue about heart rate zones with the intensity of a courtroom trial. Let's make it simple. Easy cardio means you can still talk, but you don't want to deliver a full TED Talk. You can speak in short sentences. If you're singing, it's too easy. If you're gasping like a fish, it's too hard. That's it. That's the talk test. Now, here's what matters. You track minutes per week, not calories burned, not how dead I felt, not how much I suffered. Minutes. Start with 60 minutes per week, 3 sessions of 20 minutes. Then build to 120 minutes per week, 4 sessions of 30 minutes, or 3 sessions of 40. This type of cardio is powerful because it's sustainable. It doesn't destroy your joints. It doesn't crush your recovery. It doesn't ruin your lifting. And it doesn't spike your hunger so hard that you eat back everything at midnight like a fridge burglar. And that's the big theme here. Sustainable beats extreme every time. Now, let's talk about what you stop doing, because this is where your watch goes from helpful to annoying. Stop obsessing over calories burned as your main goal. If you use it at all, use it as a rough trend, not a daily scoreboard. Your body doesn't change because your watch flashed a bigger number. Your body changes because you repeatedly do the boring stuff long enough for the results to show up. Stop doing random workouts just to close rings. If your workouts are random, your results will be random. Rings are not a training program. And stop treating readiness as an excuse. If you feel genuinely wrecked, sure, adjust. But most of the time, the answer is not do nothing. The answer is do the plan, just a little smarter. So here's how you actually use your smartwatch like a coach. You check 3 things. Steps today. Sleep consistency last night. Easy cardio minutes this week. If you're hitting those, you're winning. If you're not, you know exactly what to fix without spiraling into a stress meltdown. Now I'm going to give you a copy and paste 7-day plan to set this up. Day 1. Find your baseline steps. Don't change anything. Just measure. Day 2. Add 2,000 steps. 2 10-minute walks. Day 3. Set your bedtime window and hit it once. Day 4. Do 20 minutes of easy cardio using the talk test. Day 5. Repeat the steps and repeat the bedtime window. Day 6. Do another 20 minutes of easy cardio. Day 7. Do 1 more easy cardio session and review your week. That's it. You're not chasing perfection. you're building momentum. And if you want the next step after week 1, here's the 4-week progression. Week 1, baseline plus 2,000 steps per day and 60 cardio minutes per week. Week 2, baseline plus 3,000 steps per day and 75 cardio minutes per week. Week 3, push towards 7,000 steps per day and 90 cardio minutes per week. Week 4, 7 to 10,000 steps per day and 120 cardio minutes per week. Notice what's not in that plan. Panic. Notice what's not in that plan. Suffering. Notice what's not in that plan. Destroy yourself with hardcore cardio and then wonder why you quit. It's simple, and it works because you can actually stick to it. So let's recap. The only 3 smartwatch metrics that matter. Number 1, steps. Aim for 7 to 10,000 per day and build up gradually. Number 2, sleep consistency. Keep bedtime within a 60-minute window most days. Number 3, easy cardio minutes. Track 60 minutes per week to start and build to 120. Stop chasing random rings. Stop worshiping calorie burn. Start running a system. If you want my 1-page smartwatch setup checklist, comment "watch" and I'll drop it for you. And if you're going to do one thing after this video, do this. Open your watch, look at your steps, and go take the easiest 10-minute walk of your life, right now. Because the fastest way to get results is to stop thinking and start stacking the basics. That's how you use a smartwatch the right way.